Howdy guys, Barka da Salah. My Muslim brothers who survived the Ramadan, I wish to celebrate with you. You can see I'm in a holy day mood today. By the way, this is Dr. Mo's channel, health channel. Today we are going to do the concluding part of our 3-part series on the immune system. In the first 2 videos, we tackled the innate or natural immune system. This time we are going to be talking about the acquired or the adaptive immune system. Now, while discussing the innate immune system, we told you that when the innate immune system tackles an invader, it usually packages the carcass of whatever bacteria or virus that it has killed. It packages it and exposes antigenic sites, what we call epitopes, and then it delivers it to the adaptive immunity, which is a special type of immunity. Now, what does the adaptive immunity, what does it consist of? It consists of 2 types of cells or soldiers. These are the B lymphocytes and the T lymphocytes. Now, the B lymphocytes specialize in producing special molecules called immunoglobulins. Now, these immunoglobulins or antibodies are usually used to attack the invader. On the other hand, the T lymphocytes tend to attach themselves directly to the invader and to inject certain toxins into it, thereby killing it. So let us get into the details of the acquired immune system. Now, first, let's talk about the T lymphocytes. The T lymphocytes are usually garrisoned in the bone marrow or in the thymus. Thymus is a gland that lies in the upper chest. So these are the 2 sites that they are garrisoned. Now you have T lymphocytes that are not committed to any form of to anything yet. These are called naive cells. Now these naive cells depend, when they are stimulated, now become T lymphocytes. Now, depending on the kind of stimulation that the naive cell gets, it can differentiate into 4 different types of T lymphocytes. The first population of the T lymphocytes is called the helper T lymphocytes. Now, these helper T lymphocytes are also called the CD4 because they have the CD4 receptors. Now, these T helper cells are the ones that stimulates and directs all parts of the acquired immunity on how to take action, on what strategies they should adopt to be able to tackle an invader. So in the absence of T helper cells, the immune system is not able to move. It's like a commander, the one that commands all the other subpopulation of T lymphocytes to act. And in the absence of a commander, it's just like when an army is decapitated, there is no leader, so things go awry. Now, a typical example of this is in HIV/AIDS, when the HIV/AIDS virus preferentially knocks out the T helper cells and therefore leaves the immune system flat. So usually when they are testing for the level of immunity for those who are infected with the HIV virus, they usually test for the CD4, which are the T helper cells. The next subpopulation of the T helper cells are the T cytotoxic cells. These are the foot soldiers that go out directly to attack cells that have been infected by viruses. They destroy them. They destroy the viruses. They attack bacteria and fungi directly, and therefore they are like maybe the armored brigade of or an infantry brigade of the immune system, because they need to have direct contact with the enemy before they can kill. Now, the next subpopulation of T cells is what you call the T-suppressor or the T-regulator cells. Now, the immune system often tends to overreact to situations, okay? And if care is not taken, it begins to attack the host. Okay, so sometimes T cytotoxic cells, plasma cells, B cells, and other even members of the innate immunity, like the natural killer cells, can go wild and begin to attack the tissues of the host. It is the job of the T regulator cells or T suppressor cells to prevent this kind of autoimmune activity. Now, the last subpopulation of T cells that we have are the T memory cells. Now, when there's a new infection or when there's an attack by an unknown invader, it usually takes between 2 to 4 weeks before the T cytotoxic cells and the other members of the immune system to react. And once they react, they tend to wipe out the invaders. So in order to fasten this reaction, a memory of this particular kind, of this particular invader is kept by the immune system, and the subset that keeps it are called the T memory cells. So the T memory cells are like a bank that identifies an invader and stimulates the other elements in the immune system to act fast. So rather than wait for between 2 to 4 weeks or 1 to 4 weeks before things begin to move, action is taken immediately because the body has memory of the infection, so it can move fast. And that is the basis for immunization. Now, when you immunize somebody against a particular disease, you are injecting antigens of that particular invader into the body. Now, the body forms immunity against it, and the body keeps memory of that particular this thing within, and the memory can last sometimes for life. So T memory cells are very important. Once the T memory cells keep that information, then the person is said to be immune to the disease. Now, we now go to the other population, that is the B lymphocytes. The B lymphocytes are garrisoned mainly in the bone marrow. And just like the T lymphocytes, you have naive B lymphocytes. Then you have the memory B lymphocytes, which, like the memory T lymphocytes, also keep a memory of whatever infection you've had before, so that when next that infection comes, response is swift and effective. So you have the T memory cells, you have the and then you have the naive cells, and then you have plasma cells. Now, plasma cells are mature B lymphocytes. Now, once an infection occurs and the memory B lymphocyte recognizes it, it differentiates and grows into what is called a plasma cell. Now, this plasma cell begins to release immunoglobulins, what we call immunoglobulins, which are like missiles, okay? And they release these immunoglobulins, and they can release up to 2,000 missiles per second. And so once they begin to release these immunoglobulins or missiles, they go and attack the invader and destroy it utterly. So this is how the immune system, the acquired immune system functions. I hope you benefited from this video. Please subscribe to to my videos, subscribe to my channel, and then like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you will see it. Thank you very much.